Well, hello. This is one's going to be lost in the fucking substrata. Anyway, let me give you the date and the time and all that. It is Thursday, the 5th of December. And the time is almost 5 minutes to 10 o'clock. And I've in the last hour, I've watched 2 episodes of The Streets of San Francisco. The one with William Wyndon, and then the one with the prostitute before. So literally episodes 1 and 2. I drank 6 bottles of San Miguel. And now I'm on my 37.5 centiliter bottle of wine. So there you go. Ex-sobriety guy. I want to say ex-alcoholic because there's this feeling that I don't want the same things I wanted 10 years ago. There's a feeling that as a stronger kind of person, I'm not the same as I was. Let me just pause for a second. Hey, I had to go to the loo. I'm doing this because I've been talking into a tape, my clear voice thing, speaking into a tape. Now I'm speaking into this because this is one of the ones that will be uploaded to the This Life channel. And in this state of being pretty fucking drunk, I would say, I had a strong feeling that the This Life uploads, all those audios, are important. Just somehow felt they're important. They'll be made public at some point. And I felt this moment in time is also very important. I did drink my first beers in Marbella on the 2nd or 3rd of November 2024, the Saturday. And this is my second relapse since then on the 6th. Is it the 6th? It's the 5th. I think it's the 5th. Let me just check my... Have I done this already? I've done it already. It's there somewhere in the beginning. So, yeah, I'm drinking wine here now. And I'm documenting it. I'm documenting it in every which way, actually. I'm recording it on tape. I'm recording it on audio file, this Philips player, which will be uploaded. And I'm also warmly, I'm writing the last page of the diaries that I had from 94. There you go. Those diaries from Sutherland Avenue, and I bought a collection of them. I bought 3 or 4 of them, and I had one here, and it's just about finished. And I have a few sentences left to write, and then it'll be finished. And ironically, that's has arrived at this time. So I'm recording this on audio, on the tape, on a notebook, like the old days, like in the 90s, in a notebook. Could do it on... I'm not going to do it on video. I'm just not going to do it on video. Look like shit. But I found the audio tape because it's 90-minute audio tape, but the first side finished so quickly. I was amazed. I felt like I spoke for a few minutes and then it ended, and I thought, it must be 60 minutes. But it wasn't, it was 90. And that's why this device, Philips, comes into its own, because wow, this thing, man. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, how long can you talk? Because this thing will record you as long as the batteries go on. And the batteries, there's a big red light here, and batteries are going to go on. And I'm sure I can find more batteries if these ones stop. So this thing can record for a hell of a long time. I could leave this on, it could just keep recording. It's a great device. I love my Philips device. Okay, let's get on to the psychology of the thing. I'm going to try and just go through my thought process. I love all my devices. That's where my mind was going. I love all my devices. I love this Philips device. I love some of the other devices. I love the tapes. I love these recording devices. Okay, I'm a guy who likes devices. Likes recording devices. I can put it down to my youth and to the shoebox recorder that Martina got way back in 1978 or something. And the feeling when I discovered you could record from TV, and I wanted to record the theme music of things, and maybe the love affair goes from there, you know, with these things. It's not really interesting anymore. I don't care, you know. It's just, who cares? Who cares? I like recording things. I like recording things. I have a feeling that in some point in time in the future, maybe in 2954, these recordings will be popular with you guys and girls up there. 2954. It's a long time from where I am. I hope things are good for you guys. What can I say? I have no idea. I have no idea at all what you will be like, or how communications will work, or what will be stimuli to you and stimulus. No, I don't know what stimuli. Excuse me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Stimuli, I know. I don't know how things will affect you in 2954. I could be wrong. I don't know how the stimuli of a guy talking from 2024. That's 2024. That's where I am. I mean, I'm here. You can check me out. I am in this space. But you, in 2954, you're in a very different space. But maybe you understand a little bit about what it's like to be human. Isn't that amazing? I'm wondering if there will be any such thing as human in your space. Maybe humanity, the way I know it, humans, the way I know it, will be all but done by then, finished, one way or another. Although, why would we be? Why would we be? We've been around since 20,000 BC, so I'm sure we'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there at that year. 2,954. We'll be there. Hey guys, it wasn't that different back here. I still worry about the same stuff. I'm 59. My life gets on in years, and although I don't feel I'm going to die imminently or anything like that, I am aware that that there is a finite kind of sense to my time here. Humans don't tend to live to be 190 or whatever. They tend to stop at 100, more or less. And I'm approaching that fast. It's like driving a car fast. Getting to your destination fast. Someone says, why don't you stop the car, get out, walk around, take it easy. Yeah, that's what I should do. I was tempted to turn off this audio at this point. I realize I'm drunk and my mind is going off into some compulsion about the future and about 2,954. Don't know why I keep saying that date, but it is so fucking far away. Jesus Christ, I'm in 2024. It's like, my God, it's 900 years away. It's wow, so far. It goes beyond all the Star Trek videos. It goes beyond the whole Star Trek timeline. If I mention 2,954, it's way above everything. It's unimaginable almost for my time. So it's incredible. It's incredible that anyone could live there. But you do. You're special. You take this message for what it's worth, and I don't really know what I'm saying, but I feel compelled to say it. There is a force at play here that I do not understand, but this force is compelling me to say, not compelling me in a bad way, I mean compelling me in a nice way, to say, you're special and you keep going what you're doing, and everything will be all right. Time, it just goes on, you know. And as the Beatles said, let it be. Let it be. And as EFG would say, hey dude, or hey girl, you take it easy, because no one gives a shit about you, so you care about yourself, yeah? Where you are spinning in the universe, it's unimportant. You take it easy. And you take my blessing for what it's worth. For what it's worth. I don't know, it might be worth nothing. I'm giving it to you though. My blessing. I am tempted to turn this device off. It's funny. But it's audio, it's digital. It's digital. It's a digital file. Which means I can leave it on. I'm used to tapes. The tape would be pretty much finished by now. But, you know, I've been speaking for 14 minutes. 14 minutes. 14 minutes. I've spoken for an hour and a half on these devices before. Let's go. There may be gaps. There may be gaps. If you stumble across this one, you've stumbled across the... Well, one of the most interesting ones, I would think. You're listening to an alcoholic who was relapsed after 10 years. Actually, close to 11 years. And he's telling you what it feels like to be drunk for the first time in 11 years. There you go. It's a stimulant to the mind. I'm going to turn on my my tape deck here. Clear voice. Hello, tape deck. Clear voice. Cassette tape. I want you to know that I am recording on my Philips device at this moment, and that noise you hear is the Philips device right next to you, which means that there is two recordings going on at the one time. This can cause all kinds of confusions in the future, but I want to get rid of those confusions now by saying I'm recording on two devices at the same time, okay? That's all it is. So, hey, don't start thinking, oh shit, I heard this before somewhere. I don't know where it was. How can it be on a tape when I heard it on the computer? Oh. It's just two devices. It's a stimulant to the brain, alcohol. It stimulates the brain. It stimulates... Ooh. I went in to get my wine and I could have knocked it over. Got close. It's a stimulant on the neurons in the cortex, on the production of various chemicals. And so we, guys like me, we have moments we think are important because our thoughts seem to be very concentrated. But it's just the cortex, the mind that's been influenced by the drug of the alcohol. I find it sad because I realize that the high points, the high moments that I'm feeling now are artificial, just come from alcohol. I can't produce them naturally. Alcohol can get there, I wouldn't say very quickly. It's taken me a hell of a long time to get here. Tonight, anyway, maybe 2 hours drinking a load of beer and stuff, and wine. But then you get here, and you realize it's drug-induced sensation, drug-induced sensation. My first thought is, Eddie, what's the problem? The drugs you're talking about cost you €8. A pack of San Miguel was €5 something. And the wine you're now drinking cost you €3 something. In total, maybe €9 tops. Isn't that worth the price to change the chemical formation in your brain? Yes and no. A guy like me, I'm spiritual in the sense that I would love to do this myself. I hate the thought that I need other things to help me, things I have to buy in the supermarket. The fact of the matter is, I can't do it myself. I've tried, but I've never succeeded. The only time I got close was listening to music on my walks to and from the Connemara on my headphones. And a few times music kicked in and something happened and I went somewhere. Something in the brain just kind of clicked, you know. Otherwise, daily life, I can say from a guy who's been sober for 10 years, is enormously dull. Incredibly dull. Nothing ever happens. It's like, and I mean that in sense of what's happening in the mind. I mean that in the sense of inspiration. I mean that in motivation. I mean that in wonderful thoughts, in moments. All kinds of things happen, obviously, in those 10 years. But in the mind, nothing very much happened. Maybe I haven't read enough. Maybe I should go back to Nietzsche, but even that stuff doesn't work. I want to expand my mind. This is so Star Trek-y. I could almost have a conversation with any member of the Starship Federation at this point and tell them, I just want to have an experience in my mind. They would be able to talk to me about it. Maybe they'd send me to the holodeck. But the holodeck is a stimuli from outside coming inside. It's not a self-generated stimuli. But that's what spirituality is. A self-generated thing. I am going to turn off the tape deck at this point. Adios, tape deck. I'll get back to you again. I can leave on this device. There's this device. It's got a big flashing red light. The battery sound. We've only done 20 minutes or something. I know this thing can go on for a long time. I'm going to put it on its side there. I'm putting it down. I've had it in my hand up to now, but I'm laying it down now. On the table, I have wine left. I think my mind is pretty fucking good. I would have to say, all this stuff, all this drinking, and it's just a distraction because I haven't come up with solutions to anything at all. I haven't come up with kind of solutions to what do I do now? You know, what does a 59-year-old do? I'm asking questions as if there was an entity in the room that was going to answer them for me, but the only entity here is myself. I'm asking myself. I'm going to pause you for a second because I want to have a pee. So, excuse me. Captain. Yes. Are you okay, Captain? Take a deep breath. Blow it out. It doesn't matter. Where are you in time? How do you feel? Time. How do you feel in your time? Because we feel okay here. Actually, there's been a bit of a jolt to the energy system. I'm just finishing the wine, and then I'm going to go to bed. But I'm carrying this thing again. Funny, can't leave it still. In terms of, I was really worried what would happen if I drank 6 bottles of beer and then started on the wine. I know now that nothing much happens. I am not going insane. I don't know what happened that night in Marval when I put my hand through the glass. I don't know. I don't know how drunk I was. I don't know what happened. I also don't know what happened that time in 60 Pope's Lane when I was walking out in front of the cars. And Shawnee's son, I can't remember, not Oliver, the other guy, Doug. Doug came out and got me and said, "What are you doing? You're playing chicken with the cars. Are you out of your mind?" And he took me inside. And I was walking out to the cars that were flying down the road. Don't know what happened that night. I mean, it makes me think, is it kind of, is it just occasionally, once in a while, weird shit can happen? The 2 examples I've given, I mean, they're spaced over many, many years. Many years. 10, maybe more. There is also a lot of instances I just went out and drank and came home, went to bed. Maybe that's the mystery of alcoholism. It's the tiny percentage when everything seems to really go suicidal, you know. I stopped drinking because of Marval. Because I lost control that night and I punched my way through glass, and I was, you know, I was trying to get inside. I was so gone. But many other times, alcohol affected me differently. As I speak, I'm starting to feel a little nauseous, to be honest, a bit sick. I'm thinking, have I overdone it? It is now 25 past 10. 25 past 10. I'm thinking I'd like to go to bed. It's incredible. I'm not sure I'm going to finish the wine here. I don't think I'm capable of doing it. I don't know what tomorrow will be. Some kind of a hangover, I'd imagine. I'm supposed to walk this fucking dog anyway at 9 o'clock. He'll wake me up. He'll wake me up, that's for sure. I gotta get rid of all the bottles. But alcohol itself, what does it do? What does it do? There isn't really any kind of enlightenment that's lasting. You know, if I would say anything tonight that was meaningful, I would say one thing: the lasting is the problem. None of the stuff lasts. No teaching, no philosopher, no guru, no alcohol. Nothing lasts. Time seems to dilute it all at some point, take it away. There is no teaching that lasts. Even the teaching of Jesus Christ doesn't, it's good in its time. It's good in this time. I love the guy. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying it didn't work right now for me. Nothing will work right now for me. Will work right now. I have this thing with Flo. She's trying to find the state. She does these courses to find the perfect state of being. They put them down on their when they're advertising them. It's like you do this course, you get to the 5th level, and you do this course, you get to the 2nd level, and then you got to do this course, you get to the 1st level, where you don't have to worry about anxiety and stress ever again. That's what we're giving you here. That's what you're paying for. 2,000 euros for a weekend. You will never feel stress again. Who wouldn't pay that money for that? Who would not pay that money for that? If you told me, oh, hey Eddie, I can get rid of your stress, 2,000 euros one weekend, you get rid of stress, I'd give you the money immediately. Unfortunately, it doesn't fucking work. They're charlatans. I don't really know what charlatan means right now. A charlatan, I assume, means someone pretending to be something they're not. They're con men. They're not going to make anyone forget their stress forever. They may forget it for a weekend, but that's it. The industry of the spirit has done innumerable damage to the search for the spirit, to the idea that there is such a thing. And there is, I'm sure. And there is the energies. But these things they do. Shit. I've started to feel uncomfortable. And I realize it's probably the alcohol. I drank too much, I'm making myself sick. And so my mental activity is affected. It's a shame because I wanted to keep talking and stuff. I wanted my mind to keep expanding and coming up with new ideas. But when a certain kind of nauseousness kicks in, well, it stops everything in its tracks, because if you start to feel unwell, you don't tend to be any good at having new experiences mentally, you know. All I want to do is experience things mentally in a new way. Understand myself and maybe the world around me. Isn't that strange? All I want to do is learn, basically. What's your chief objective, Chief? What's your main objective, Chief? What do you want to do? Learn. That's it. That's all you want to do, yes. I want to learn about myself. I want to learn about myself and the universe. And 2,954. I set my sights quite high. My thinking, you know why. I wish I was a poet or something. I can't believe that you're really listening to me. From 2,954. I feel it. God, I feel you're listening to me, and I'm way back here in 2024. But somehow, I feel you're listening to me in 2954. It's a huge difference. Huge difference in time. Huge difference. I wish I had more to say to you. I just, it's taking a lot of energy for me to keep up this link. It's a spiritual thing. I don't know how it's formed. It's a spiritual thing. Good luck to you. 2,954. May your God go with you, wherever that is.